back to another session. I am your host, Alona Lipari, and I help purpose driven entrepreneurs scale to 6 and 7 figures through proven mindset, branding, marketing, sales, and also team so they don't have to sacrifice their income and happiness for their mission. Today, I want to talk to you regarding a really important topic on how to virtually communicate with our audience or audiences. A lot of us have built over time quite a little bit of a following on our social media platforms. And in order for us to really optimize these connections that we have on our networks, it's important to understand how is it that we can continue the conversations with the people on our network so that we can build know, like, and trust faster, and also see if this is these the audience that we actually have is a good fit for our offers. So I'm going to share with you 3 tips today, 3 strategies that you can use to start conversations right away with people in your network so that you can, like I said, move the know, like, and trust factor ahead longer, move the relationship longer, faster, and also make the right progress that you're looking for in order to optimize these networks. So, the first thing to do is to connect on common points. A lot of times when we are communicating virtually, we forget that it's really the same way that we should be connecting with other people, the same way that we connect with them locally. So, really understand how to connect on common points so that we can build rapport, right? So, for example, if they are leaving a comment on our podcast or our YouTube channel on our social media content, then that is a great way for you to continue the conversation by really pointing out something positive about the person, right? Always start with flattery, something positive that made you really take this connection and continue to nurture the relationship further. So, pretty much based on the context of the conversation, definitely take that conversation to the next level so that you can get in a little bit deeper with the person by building rapport. So that would be the first strategy. The next thing would be to really continue to intuitively engage in a really genuine conversation, right? So once we have that initial point of contact, to really find other commonalities within the conversation so that you can direct the conversation in a very fluid, natural way with the person so that you can discover more about what one another does, and also how is it that you can support one another in whatever area is it that you are trying to focus on in your business or move forward with. By the way, these are also great opportunities so that you can connect with your network on other opportunities that might come along, whether it's collaborations, strategic partnerships, opportunities for synergic businesses, and to really understand, how to increase your visibility as well. So we have to keep an open mind and we have to keep an open heart, because a lot of times the noise that comes with having conversations is that I don't want to start a conversation because every time I get offered a conversation online, it's actually a sales pitch. This is exactly the problem with the way that we are having online conversations at this time, right? We are not earning the right to have conversations because we are right off the bat skipping the nurturing process, skipping the connection process, the building rapport, and we are just right away going into our offers and the things that we have going on. And that is definitely not the right strategy, which is why there is so much defensiveness happening right now in the online world, where if you are approaching someone, people have their guard up because they think that the reason why you are connecting, your intention for connecting, is that you are going to offer them your services or your products. So we have to definitely do these proactive steps beforehand so that we are really, really, our intention is always focused and based on building a nurturing relationships or nurturing relationships so that all the other things that happen after that are just going to be a byproduct of you building know, like, and trust with the other person, and also serving one another in a in a deeper level. The next thing after the conversation has really has really progressed in a really great natural way is to really have a soft next step to the conversation. So maybe the way to grow the relationship and connect further would be to maybe give people the way to serve them at a higher level by giving them a link to your podcast, for example, or just giving people a link to your Facebook group community, or taking people to resources and free things that you have created, so that not only will you be serving them with the content that you are creating already that could be helpful to them, but also you are sending them so that they get to know you a little bit better, right? You're sending them at a spot that they can get to know you better as well. So it's really important to have a soft next step after that conversation, so that you keep nurturing that and the conversation keeps flowing. I am digging in a lot deeper into this topic in my next live training that I'm conducting this Friday, April 29 at 2 p.m. Eastern, where I'll be speaking about this and other topics related to how is it that you could start to really have these amazing conversations with your warm audience. How is it that you can tap into your warm audience? And how is it that you can eventually land great opportunities with your audience for not only prospective clients, but like I said, also strategic partnerships that can come along out of these beautiful conversations. The good news about being humans is that we connect with one another and we love to help and support one another. So, virtual communication should be no different from a live, natural conversation that we have with someone. And being a service based entrepreneur, we have signed up for human connections and relationships. That is how we are serving our clients and the people around in our network. And that is how we will be successful with growing our business as well. So I'm going to be adding the link and more details to the live training. And I hope that you are able to join me and we can go in deeper into these different topics that are going to be very, very helpful for you in growing your business and landing more clients and more opportunities for exposure and visibility, so that you can be successful and move in the right direction with scaling your business to 6 and 7 figures. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'm going to see you in another episode. Bye, everyone.